Hello everyone. So last class we have seen Laplace transform of some functions, that is Laplace of 1 is 1 divided by s, Laplace of t is 1 divided by s square, correct? Laplace of e to the power at is 1 divided by s minus a. Laplace of e to the power minus of at is 1 divided by s plus a. Laplace of sine of at is a divided by s square plus a square, correct? Sine of at is a divided by s square plus a square. Laplace of cos of at is s divided by s square plus a square. Laplace of sine hyperbolic of at is a divided by s square minus a square, and Laplace of cos hyperbolic of at is s divided by s square minus a square, correct? This we have seen. So you have to remember this all, everything. What is the Laplace of cos of at? What is the Laplace of sine hyperbolic of at? What is the Laplace of 1? What is the Laplace of t when this t is greater than 0? Okay. What is the Laplace of e to the power at? What is the Laplace of e to the power minus of at? You have to remember this everything. Then only you can solve that problems. Okay. So now, today's class we'll see the some properties of the Laplace transform. Okay. So the first properties means here we'll get the shifting property, linearity property, first shifting property, scalar property, and second shifting properties. Okay. So these four properties we are having in Laplace transform, that is basic properties. So the first property is linearity property. First property is linearity property. So what is the linearity property? See, we are having the two functions, that is if f of t and g of t are two functions, f of t and g of t are two functions, and their Laplace transform is exist. Laplace transform is exist. Okay. So now what we are finding? Properties of Laplace transform means we have to find the properties of the Laplace transform. So linearity property is what? F of t and g of t are two functions and their Laplace transform is exist. That is what? Laplace transform of f of t and g of t are exist if a and b are any constant. A and b are any constant, then we have to prove that Laplace of a into f of t plus b into g of t is equal to a into L of f of t plus b into L of g of t, means a into Laplace of f of t plus b into Laplace of g of t, and this we have to prove. Sometimes they will ask this question for 5 marks, sometimes they ask this question for 2 marks, that is state and prove the linearity property, or they will give this statement and you have to prove that. Okay. So the proof is we have to find the Laplace transform of this linearity property, and the linearity property statement is what? Laplace of a into f of t plus b into g of t. Okay. By using this we have to find this, we have to prove this. Okay. So to prove the Laplace transform, always we have to use the definition of the Laplace transform. Therefore the definition of the Laplace transform is L of f of t is equal to integration of 0 to infinity e raised to minus st f of t dt. E raised to minus st f of t dt. This is the definition of the Laplace transform. Okay. Now we need f of t to put in this equation. Okay. So what is the f of t is L of f of t, means L of this is our f of t, correct? This statement, because Laplace of this is equal to this we have to prove. So Laplace of a into f of t plus b into g of t, and this is our f of t. So Laplace of f of t means this whole term a into f of t plus b into g of t is equal to integration of 0 to infinity e raised to minus st, and the f of t means what? This term only, that is a into f of t plus b into g of t dt. b into g of t dt. Now what we'll do? We'll multiply this 0 to infinity e raised to minus st inside of this bracket. Okay. For each term we'll multiply that integration. That is what here? Integration of 0 to infinity e raised to minus st into a into f of t, that is a into f of t plus a into f of t dt plus integration of 0 to infinity e raised to minus st into b into g of t dt. b into g of t dt. Now taking constant is outside, a is constant. So a into 0 to infinity e raised to minus st f of t dt plus, take it, b is outside, 0 to infinity e raised to minus st g of t dt. e raised to minus st g of t dt. Correct? Now keep this a as it is. And now what is this? This is what? Again definition of the Laplace transform. 0 to infinity e raised to minus st f of t dt means what? See. 0 to infinity e raised to minus st f of t dt is what? L of f of t. Correct? So this is what? L of f of t plus b as it is. Similarly, 0 to infinity e raised to minus st g of t dt is L of g of t. L of g of t. Correct? And this is the Laplace transform of a into f of t plus b into g of t. a into f of t plus b into g of t. Okay? So very important for 5 marks. Sometimes they will ask for 5 marks, or sometimes they ask this for 2 marks, but very important property it is. Okay? So we'll see the next property is, what is the Laplace transform of t to the power n when t is in the form of fraction? Okay? Means what? Fraction means t is less than 0. If t is less than 0. Already we have seen the Laplace transform of t. Laplace transform of t to the power n. Correct? We have seen the Laplace transform of t to the power n. We have seen that n factorial divided by s to the power n plus 1. But this n is what? n is greater than 0. n is greater than 0. Now we will see Laplace transform of t to the power 1 when n is less than 0, means this n is in terms of fraction. n is in terms of fraction. Okay? n is in the form of fraction it is. Okay? We will see the Laplace transform of t to the power n when n is less than 0, means when n is in fraction. Okay? Therefore, find the Laplace transform of t to the power n, t to the power when n is fraction. When n is fraction means what? It is in fraction means it is in the form of a by b. It is in the form of a by b. That is n is less than 0. When n is less than 0. Okay. So now again you have to find the Laplace transform of t to the power n. Means again we have to use the definition of Laplace transform. So again L of f of t is equal to integration of 0 to infinity e raised to minus st f of t dt. So every time we have to use the Laplace transform definition to find the Laplace transform of any function. Okay. So now Laplace transform of t to the power n when n is fraction is given. Okay. So Laplace transform of f of t means t to the power n is equal to integration of 0 to infinity e to the power minus st t to the power n dt. t to the power n dt. Now what we have to use to prove the Laplace transform of t to the power n when n is fraction? We have to use here substitution method. Okay, we have to use here substitution method. That is what? Put st is equal to x in this above equation. Put this st is equal to x in this above equation. St is equal to x, then t will be x divided by s. T will be x divided by s. So substitution method means you have to differentiate this. Now s as it is, derivative of t is dt is equal to derivative of x is dx. Then dt is equal to dx divided by s. Dt is equal to dx divided by s it is. Okay. So now putting these values in this equation. Putting these values in this equation, then what we'll get? If you put the values, integration of 0 to infinity, limit will be as it is. Okay. So e raised to minus of st means x we have taken, st means x we have taken, t means we are having here x divided by s, that is x divided by s to the power n as it is, and dt means dt value is dx divided by s. Dt value is dx divided by s it is. So now integration of 0 to infinity e raised to minus x, apply this power for this each term, x raised to n, s raised to n, dx divided by s. Dx divided by s. Now integration of 0 to infinity e raised to minus x, correct, x raised to n. Now we can take outside is 1 by s to the power n, and 1 by s can be written as 1 divided by s raised to n plus n, correct. 1 by s to the power n and 1 by s means s to the power n plus 1, which will take outside s to the power n plus 1, dx will left. And now this is the definition of gamma function which you have studied in last semester. Okay, so this is the definition of gamma function which you have studied in last semester. So the value of this is gamma of n plus 1 divided by s raised to n plus 1. Gamma of n plus 1 divided by s to the power n plus 1. And this is the Laplace transform of t to the power n when this n is less than 0, means when n is in fraction. Okay. So we are having two Laplace transform. Laplace transform of t to the power n is n factorial divided by s raised to n plus 1. But this n is greater than 0, and when n is less than 0, we will get the Laplace transform of t to the power n is gamma of n plus 1 divided by s raised to n plus 1 it is. Okay. You have to see the difference. Okay. These are the properties. Now we'll see the examples by using this property and by using the Laplace transform of that function which we have found the Laplace transform. Okay. Therefore see here, first example is important examples. At least one they will ask for the 2 marks. F of t they will give, and we have to find the L of f of t. Okay, f of t they will give and we have to find the L of f of t. So f of t is given 2 plus 3t plus 4t square. 2 plus 3t plus 4t square. Then find L of f of t. Find L of f of t. Okay. So now already we know the Laplace transform of t, Laplace transform of t square. How to find that? Already we are having everything it is. Okay. So now f of t is given. So f of t is given as 2 plus 3t plus 4t square, and we have to find Laplace of f of t, means applying Laplace transform both the sides. L of f of t is equal to L of 2 plus 3t plus 4t square plus 4t square. Okay. So now apply this Laplace for this each term. L of 2 plus Laplace of 3t plus Laplace of 4t square. Laplace of 4t square. Now take this. 2 is outside, which is constant. If you take 2 is outside, Laplace of inside will left only 1. Okay. Direct also you can write. Okay. So 3 is constant. So we will take outside. Laplace of t will left. Okay. 4 will take outside. So Laplace of t square we have to find. Correct. So now 2 as it is. Laplace of 1 we know. Laplace of 1 is 1 divided by s plus 3 as it is. Laplace of t also we know. Laplace of t is 1 divided by s square. Correct. 1 divided by s square plus 4 as it is. 4 as it is. Now the Laplace of t square. Correct. We know Laplace of t to the power. Now 2 is there, which is greater than 0. Correct. So Laplace of t to the power n we know, that is n factorial divided by s raised to n plus 1. So this formula we have to use to find in the Laplace of t square. Okay. So n means we are having 2. So it will be what? 2 factorial divided by s raised to 2 plus 1. 2 factorial divided by s raised to 2 plus 1. Laplace of t to the power n. Laplace of t square n means 2, and the formula is n factorial divided by s to the power n plus 1 means 2 factorial divided by s to the power 2 plus 1 is 3. s to the power 2 plus 1 is 3. That is what here? 2 divided by s plus 3 divided by s square plus 4 to the 2 factorial is 2 into 1. So 4 to the 8 divided by s cube. 8 divided by s cube it is. Okay. So this is the L of f of t. This is the L of f of t. Laplace transform this. Okay. So this is a way to find the Laplace transform of the given f of t, or this is the way to find the examples of the Laplace transform. Very easy it is. You have to remember only the functions of that Laplace transform. Next we'll see second example is Laplace transform of e to the power t. Laplace transform of e to the power t we'll find now. Already we know Laplace of e raised to at is 1 divided by s minus a. 1 divided by s minus a. Now here e to the power at means 1 divided by s minus a is there. Now here in place of a we are having 1. Nothing is there means always and there will be 1. Okay. So Laplace of e to the power 1t is 1 divided by s minus 1. 1 divided by s minus 1. See, by using this e to the power at is 1 divided by s minus a. So a means we are having 1. So Laplace of e to the power t is 1 divided by s minus 1. 1 divided by s minus 1. See, second one is Laplace of e to the power 2t. Laplace of e to the power 2t is 1 divided by s minus 2, because a means what we are having 2. See, a means we are having here 2. So 1 divided by s minus 2. Again Laplace of e to the power minus of t is 1 divided by s plus 1. Correct? Because Laplace of e to the power minus of at is 1 divided by s plus a, and a means we are having here 1. Correct? A means we are having here 1. So Laplace of e to the power minus of at is 1 divided by s plus a. Then Laplace of e to the power minus of t is 1 divided by s plus 1. A means we are having here 1 it is. Okay. See next one, Laplace of e to the power minus of 5 divided by 40. 5 divided by 40 is again 1 divided by s plus 5 divided by 4. Correct? Because a means what we are having? A means 5 divided by 4 is there. A means 5 divided by 4 is there. So it is what? 1 divided by s plus 5 divided by 4. Again, next one is Laplace of sine of 2t. Laplace of sine of 2t. Laplace of sine of 2t is, again we have to use the Laplace of sine of 80 is what? Laplace of sine of 80 is a divided by s square plus a square. A divided by s square plus a square. So a means we are having here 2. A means we are having here 2. So Laplace of sine of 2t is 2 divided by s square plus a square. And a means 2. 2 square is 4. 2 square is 4 it is. Okay. Very easy it is. Again, see next one is Laplace of cos of 3t. Laplace of cos of 3t. We know Laplace of cos of 80 is s divided by s square plus a square. S divided by s square plus a square. Correct? So this a means what we are having here? A means we are having 3. So Laplace of cos of 3t is s divided by s square plus a square, and a square means 3 is there, and 3 square is 9. 3 square is 9. Okay. Next, Laplace of cos hyperbolic of t. Laplace of cos hyperbolic of t. And we know Laplace of cos hyperbolic of 80 is what? A, not a, s divided by s square minus a square will get. Everything is same, only the sign will get changed in this and this term. Okay. So cos of 80 means s divided by s square plus a square, and cos hyperbolic of 80 means s divided by s square minus a square will get it is. Okay. So cos hyperbolic of 80. So cos hyperbolic of 80, a means what we are having? Coefficient of t is 1. Nothing is there means there will be 1. So cos hyperbolic of 1t. A means we are having here 1. So what it is? S divided by s square minus is there a square, and a square means 1 square is 1. 1 square is 1 it is. Okay. So similarly, Laplace of sine hyperbolic of 2t. Laplace of sine hyperbolic of 2t is what? Again same it is sine hyperbolic of 2t is what? A divided by s square minus a square. This is the Laplace transform of sine hyperbolic of 80. And a means what we are having here? 2. Therefore Laplace transform of sine hyperbolic of 2t is 2 divided by s square minus 2 square is 4. S square minus 2 square is 4 is. Okay. So this is the way to find the Laplace transform. Let's see here. That is Laplace transform of root of t. Laplace transform of root of t. Now see this root of t, we can write again Laplace transform of t to the power 1 divided by 2. Correct? Root t can be written as t to the power 1 divided by 2. Means it is in the form of t to the power n, and when n is fraction. At that time what we are having? Laplace transform of t raised to n is gamma of n plus 1 divided by s raised to n plus 1. Means what it is? When n is less than 0. So n is less than 0 or n is in fraction. So we have to use this formula. Means what it is? Laplace transform of t to the power 1 divided by 2 is gamma of n plus 1. So n means 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 plus 1 divided by s to the power n plus 1. N means again 1 by 2. 1 by 2 plus 1. 1 by 2 plus 1. So gamma of 1 by 2 plus 1 is gamma of 3 divided by 2 s to the power 3 divided by 2 is correct, s to the power 3 divided by 2. And we know what it is, gamma of n already you have studied in last semester. Gamma n can be written as n minus 1, gamma of n minus 1 it is correct. So gamma of 3 by 2 minus 1, gamma of 3 by 2 minus 1 is what, 1 by 2, gamma of 1 by 2 it is. So it is what, 1 by 2, gamma of 1 by 2 s to the power 3 divided by 2. So it is 1 by 2. It is what, gamma of 1 by 2 value root pi, correct. Gamma of 1 by 2 value is root of pi divided by 2 into s to the power 3 divided by 2. 2 into s to the power 3 divided by 2, and this is the Laplace of t to the Laplace of t to the power n or root of t it is, or root of t. Okay. So these are the some examples by using the Laplace transforms. Okay. So this is the way to find the Laplace transform. Very easy it is, but you have to remember that all Laplace transform of cos, sin, cos hyperbolic, sin hyperbolic, t to the power n, t to the power n, when n is fraction, e to the power at, e is to minus of at, Laplace of t, Laplace of 1, Laplace of t. Okay. So that everything you have to remember. Okay. So remaining examples we'll see in next class.